Okay, it's back to the 3-hour salad. It's a 3-hour salad. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit of cleaning action here. I'm gonna put the cheese in and then try to mix the rest of this. And now I'm on a time crunch. God bless it. I had no idea on Thanksgiving Day that I started the salad like I did. It would actually be close to timing. I think that's hilarious. You know, when I was doing my own bids and stuff, I was always ripping myself off. I wouldn't bid high enough, or I wouldn't give myself enough time. Here, I'm glad I'm not a professional salad maker because I just did it again. Oh gosh. There's that. See, there's actually some thickness to this. It's gonna work out really good. Take a little taste. Little bite. Get over here. Oh yeah. So, salt is something I use. Salt's important. I like salt. I just really want to be careful to salt it for flavor, but don't pull a grandma. I want it to be the right amount of salt so that it's flavorful. Now I might add a little bit of the olive oil because by the time I put the lettuce in here, it might need a tablespoon. I have to taste the olive oil because I think it might have been in there for years before I add it. I'd like to add a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette to give it a little tartness. However, I don't have it. I definitely don't want to go into the store right now. Huh. Now it actually has a little flavor. I do the last two things before I try to mix it. Put this cheese in it. So excited. So excited I have to leave now or in 20 minutes. That's really exciting. So actually, I think I got this really cool cheese shredder. Oh no! The blueberries, I almost put them all over the kitchen floor. They were in this towel. Oh. Big mistake if you put your blueberries in a towel. Remember, you put them in a towel. I had a guy, he decided to put the nuts for a piece of equipment we were working on in a towel, and I said, no, don't do that, just leave them right there. And he's like, no, I don't want to lose them. And guess what? 20 minutes later, I said, those nuts are lost, because I inadvertently picked up the tool, which was the towel, and used it for what I was supposed to, which was to wipe something, not realizing that the nuts were in there. So I just broke my own rule. It was funny. He laughed, and I was like, you know, when I'm working with somebody and they tell me to do something, I typically do what they say if they're the one doing it, because they're telling me to do it from all their experience. If they know what they're doing, you know what I mean, and I'm helping them. That's good and tart. So this might do just fine instead of the whatchamacallit. So this might do just fine instead of the balsamic vinaigrette, because this has a very strong taste to it. What is cheese? Cheese is fat. What is salad dressing? Salad dressing is fat. So, you know, I say I'm not using salad dressing, but some of the ingredients I'm using are in salad dressings, but the store-bought ones don't have these ingredients. And the cheese I'm using is a goat or a sheep product, not a cow product. And so this cheese is going to give this salad a flavor like it's got a really good dressing. And I've never done it like this. Normally I just cut it up in slices, but I kind of enjoy. That's why I bought this silly cheese grater. Well, it's not silly, but it looks like a toy. Oh. I'm telling you. The joy I'm getting out of actually making this salad, I can't tell you. If I didn't need money, I could enjoy being a salad maker as a job. So if anybody wants me to come over and make a salad for you, reply to the video, and my rate's $100 an hour. I'll go anywhere and make salad. So look at that. It's actually looking like something. I like it. Good consistency. And now let's stop with that cheese. I'll put this away. Now this cheese is Percurno something. Percurno Romano, 9-month-old cheese. Is it a sheep or a goat? It'll tell you it's a sheep or a goat or both. And it's a little strong. It has a punch. So I think it's for pastas and salads. I do eat it, but it's not easy to eat. And this womanchego, I call it womanchego because I think it's degrading for a man to name him a cheese. So this is womanchego. I don't want to degrade men by calling it manchego. Isn't that ridiculous? So the womanchego, let's go like this. Now I love to eat me some womanchego cheese. I could probably eat that as a snack at night. I think I might want to stick this in the refrigerator because this has been out in the weather for long enough and I want it to be cold, but let me just knock it out. Normally I don't cut as much meat off. I'm a little, but right now time is of the essence. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So this cheese, I don't think it would grate as well. I think it's a little too soft to grate. I could be wrong. Let me try grating a little piece of it and see what it does. Yeah, it doesn't want to grate. But if I go like this, and just cut it into these little pieces so that it spreads evenly, and maybe even if it breaks down a little bit. And then if they see a fleck of this, they'll think, oh, I put cheese in it. What they won't know is I put 3 cheeses in it. Yeah, just having that bite of cheese that I just had to taste this, it reminds me of salad dressing. You know, it's that wonderful fatty flavor of salad dressing. All right. Man, I'm glad I remember. Every time I go to get something, I'm like, oh, and then the cheese, oh, and then the blueberries. So when I'm mixing it, I gotta keep it away from the edge of the counter because I'm already standing in some nuts that I sprinkled on the floor. This doesn't, this kind of looks like its own cold salad. You know how sometimes I'll have a vegetable salad? So I'm kind of digging that. Take a little taste. See where we're at. It's good. What else did I put in there that changed it? You know what? I need to get better knives. Or a knife sharpener. Probably a knife sharpener, because if I get a better knife, what's the point if it's dull? So I've got what I thought was a knife sharpener, but they told me it's a blade straightener. That metal thing, so that's another labor of love. Some guys love sharpen their knives. I guess I should get into knife sharpening if I'm going to want to use a knife. I think the proper way to probably do this is to do it in little flakes. Mix it around, mix it around. See, this is already starting to look unsightly because everything's getting mixed in. So I'm starting to see that it needs to be stopped mixing and get in the lettuce and let's go. Oh, that was a big mistake. All right. Oh yeah, that's strong. Okay. So that's why they call it tossing a salad, because you don't want to beat up your stuff too much, right? That's why you want to toss it. I don't mind beating it up because the avocados, but at a certain point, you don't want it beat up too much. I think I need the juice of 1 or 2 more lemons in here to make me happy. So I'm not going to do the eggs, which is kind of fun because, you know, some people, you already have eggs. They're going to be the deviled eggs or whatever eggs, so I don't need eggs. And I was just looking for things to fill up the unit, and I think we've got plenty. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put these two in. I don't think we're gonna overdo the lemons. I'm tasting lots of flavors. I've got enough salt on it. I haven't put it in the regular lettuce yet though, and I think that's really gonna change the salt factor. Wish I had a large bag to put that lettuce in, and then I could mix it. I might. All right. I did it. I did what I was just talking about. I love that. That is hilarious. All right. So I went to grab the towel, and all my blueberries fell. Okay. And you don't want to step on blueberries, and especially on my fancy blue kitchen. Oh gosh, that was so funny. Hilarious. And if they drop these blueberries on the floor at the factory, I guarantee you, you'd be eating them. That's why we rinse everything off. Whoa. That one out. That was hilariously not funny, but still funny. This towel is soaking wet. All right. What else was I going to put in there? Oh, it's the lemon juice. Did the lemon juice. That was really. I'm glad it wasn't worse, because let me tell you, still a lot here left on the counter. That's why I like using those prep bowls, and I just didn't have a prep bowl that I was going to use, so now at least I've got a prep bowl. Well, just was telling that story about not using a towel or a tool unless it's for the right reason, and I did it to myself, so learn from me. You don't have to make these mistakes. Yeah, the blueberries are not going to do well in here because this is too heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready. Bring the big bowl out. The big bowl is coming out. We're going to put it all together. This isn't going to be a good-looking salad. This is not what we're going for. We're going for substance here. Substance. Okay, so if I were to do it right, I might want to stir this up a little bit. Oh, it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna fit. It's all gonna fit. It's gonna be beautiful. The hard part is the heavy stuff gets to the bottom. It'd be almost nice if you layered it. Oh, this feels great. This makes me really happy. Now I understand why people have salad tongs. I really do. Because you need to mix it all up. Totally get it now. Yep, we're at maximum overload. Almost break this wooden spoon for as heavy as this is, which is pretty funny. Should I go for it? Yeah, this is gonna be a brimmer. So imagine I was making the salad in this other bowl until I got this bigger bowl, and now I'm really glad I got the bigger bowl. Alright. That's it. I think I'll just call it a day like that. And taste it. And see where we're at. That's a big piece of avocado. All right, there's a bite. Okay, it has no flavor. The reason is all that lettuce has just squashed it. So we've got some Himalayan something or other salt, but I don't see it. Where's that Himalayan salt? I don't see it. So I know we have Himalayan. Oh, thanks. Funny thing was, I forgot I had it in there. I typically like to use iodized salt, but I think iodized salt seems to bring out the flavor twice as quick as the Himalayan. Remember what I said, we can mess it all up right here. With that theory about be careful how much you salt it. right at the end to do all this work and over salt it. That's why I guess that's why they have you put your own salt. But the best restaurants, they salt everything to taste so that you're not gonna get an overly salted, or you won't have to add salt and then ruin your own meal. So they try to, I like restaurants that make it to where I don't have to add salt. The salt's there. If I want more,